You join me down here at my local American Golf here at Oxford Golf Centre to test two of the most anticipated drivers of 2020, Taylormade SIMs range as well as the Cobra Speed Zone 429 versus 349. And I know full well neither of these are going to be able to increase my ball speed pure from the face. The faces are hot as they come. However, can I swing them faster? Do they feel better? Are they more forgiving? Do they sound and look great? They're all the questions I want to find out. So let's go and have a look at them. And here we are, Cobra Speed Zone in all its glory, as well as alongside the Taylormade SIM range with the Max and obviously the standard SIM. Interesting and excited to hit both of these. Now, interestingly, obviously the Speed Zone at 349 and then the SIM at 429 with the SIM Max at 399. Cheaper than what the M5 and M6 were last year, which is an interesting move by Taylormade, and potentially because of how well this did. Now, in the last video I talked about all of these drivers and I said to you guys, which one would you prefer? If money was an option, which one would you rather put in the bag? And a lot of you, a good majority of you, said the Speed Zone, even though it's the cheaper option. So I'm excited to give both of these drivers a hit and give you my thoughts on how they feel, they sound, and overall how they perform. Okay, 5 shots complete with both drivers. I don't know what it is, but every time I seem to put that Cobra, this was with the F9, it's why I gave it such a good review last year, because it's just so well suited to my swing. It feels so much more counterbalanced. I just feel like I can know where the head is more, but that's down to personal preference more than anything else. Let's get some facts, let's get some figures. If you want to know my filming setup, here it is: wallet, phone onto iPad. That's the kind of level we're at the moment. Right, 5 consistent drives, that's what I'm hoping for. And then after I've done that with both drives, let's give it some. Let's see how far these both go, and more, let's see how fast I can swing them, I think. Club head speed, because that's what they're both designed. It's supposed to be really aerodynamic, it's supposed to be able to swing these things really fast, as well as get forgiveness, but we'll see. Yeah, you don't get much better than that. That's as good as I can pretty much presume or get from my standard swing. That's good, that is. That's the best 5 swings I'm going to put on any driver for the rest of 2020. I don't know what it is. When you get a driver that just feels good in your hand and you feel confident with it, it just produces. I'm going to show you some of the numbers now. I think I averaged 320 total. For a normal playing driver, this is at 7 degrees or 7.5. That's obviously very good. Getting ball speeds of up to about 180. Obviously I'm not giving it everything, but 180 is obviously tour standard. That is very high, but it feels good. And then you catch any of these drivers, any 2020 driver, any 2015 driver, and you catch out the middle on the right launch and right spin, it's going to go a mile. It just feels and sounds good. Quite happy with that.
Not quite sure what is happening, but the stars have aligned and I'm finding a middle of a club face. Yeah, but okay. I'm leaving that one in there. I'm going to take another one to work out the averages, and that's staying in, just to show you that I don't edit out the bad shots. Okay, both of them hit. Now ball speed and distance, the Taylormade has won. However, consistency, I don't know if you could see the shot shapes on it, it was a lot more erratic. I just feel more comfortable with the Cobra in the hands, and if I was giving someone a club fit and the person was hitting the distances that I'm hitting, which one am I going to recommend? I'm going to recommend the one that just looks more stable and the flight looks better. Now if I put the Taylormade in someone else's hand, they might find the Taylormade more stable, they might find the weighting of that a lot better. That's why I always suggest don't just go and buy something because of the marketing. You need to test it, you need to feel it, you need to put it in your hands. And there's some drivers that are 5 years old that go do exactly the same thing. Both very good. I'm happy to say that I'm a big fan of the Sim driver. However, for 349, still don't think you can look past the Cobra. Okay, enough messing about. 5 shots, both drivers. I'm going to swing them as fast as I humanly can. Which one's going to deliver the fastest ball speed? Not necessarily distance, because obviously the faster I swing it, the less it's going to go because it spins too much. But both of these drivers are designed to be so aerodynamic, so light, so fast. Which one can I swing purely faster than the other, head to head, and then obviously find the middle of the club face to give us that ball speed. All important. We've seen some good results so far. I've already hit a 184 with a Taylormade, which is obviously very high. I think PB I've ever gained from a standard driver of about 186. Let's go and have a look. Okay, that's enough hitting with both of these monsters. Let's look at the numbers, because first of all you need to look, I swung the club faster than I did in the initial testing, yet the ball didn't go further because the launch numbers weren't as good. So that's something to bear in mind, by the way. It's not all about how fast you swing it, it's about getting the right launch and spin. Regardless of that, fastest club head speed out of the two of them was measured at 127, and that was the Cobra. However, the ball speed one was then measured as the highest with the Taylormade SIM. These two just went back and forth. Obviously ball speed's down to my timing as well, so obviously didn't catch the Cobra as well as I did with the Taylormade, yet I feel more confident with the Cobra in hand. Taylormade, if you look at the numbers, is missing 2 club head speed marks as well, so that's why the average is brought up, because my last drive there with the Cobra was 121, that brought the average down. Both of them are averaging at 125 in my hands when I'm trying to give it everything. You can't split them, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not surprised. I knew coming into this that neither of them really are going to astound me, because the technology has been so good over the last 5 years that we've kind of reached the limit. How do we make it better? Cobra's got tech in the head, Taylormade's tried to make it lighter, and it does feel lighter. However, I don't quite like that personally. I like something with a bit of weight behind it, so I know where the head is, and as I say, the Cobra for me just feels more balanced. Someone else might pick the Taylormade up and go, wow, this feels light, and get an extra couple of miles an hour out of it. Ball speed, there's no difference. Both of them sound great. If I had to go down looks, for me personally, I'd go down Taylormade, but then each to their own. So guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and obviously watching me hit both of these drivers. If you've got any questions, please leave them down below. Catch you guys there.